Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are diving into the world of plaster primer, a crucial step in preparing your walls for a flawless plaster finish. So, what exactly is plaster primer? It's a special type of paint that acts as a bonding agent between the wall surface and the plaster. It creates a strong foundation for the plaster to adhere to, preventing it from cracking or peeling. Now, let's talk about the different types of plaster primer available. You'll find two main categories: acrylic and PVA. Acrylic primer is a popular choice because it dries quickly, is easy to apply, and offers good adhesion. PVA primer, on the other hand, is known for its strong bonding properties and is often used on surfaces that are particularly porous or absorbent. Choosing the right primer depends on the specific needs of your project. If you're working with a smooth, non-porous surface, acrylic primer will likely be sufficient. But if you're dealing with a rough, porous surface like concrete or brick, PVA primer is the way to go. Now, let's move on to the application process. Before you start, make sure your walls are clean and free of any dust, dirt, or loose debris. You can use a damp cloth or a brush to remove any contaminants. Once the walls are clean, you can start applying the primer. Use a roller or a brush, depending on the size of the area you're working with. Apply a thin, even coat, making sure to cover the entire surface. Allow the primer to dry completely before applying the plaster. Drying time will vary depending on the type of primer and the ambient temperature. Check the manufacturer's instructions for specific drying times. And there you have it. That's a quick rundown of plaster primer and how to apply it. Remember, using a primer is essential for achieving a smooth, durable plaster finish. So, don't skip this crucial step. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are diving into the world of plaster primers, specifically how to choose the right one and apply it properly before plastering your walls. So, let's talk about the different types of primers you can use. The most common ones are acrylic, PVA, and epoxy primers. Acrylic primers are great for most surfaces, they are easy to apply and dry quickly. PVA primers are a good choice for porous surfaces like concrete or brick. They help to seal the surface and prevent the plaster from absorbing too much moisture. And then there's epoxy primer, which is the strongest and most durable option. It's ideal for surfaces that are prone to cracking or movement, like old plaster or concrete. Now, let's talk about the application process. The first step is to make sure your walls are clean and free of any dust, dirt, or loose debris. You can use a brush, a roller, or a spray gun to apply the primer. If you're using a brush or roller, make sure to apply thin, even coats. If you're using a spray gun, make sure to hold at a safe distance from the wall and use a light, even spray. Once you've applied the primer, let it dry completely before applying the plaster. The drying time will vary depending on the type of primer you've used and the temperature and humidity of the environment. Remember, a good primer is essential for a successful plastering job. It helps to create a smooth, even surface for the plaster to adhere to, and it also helps to prevent the plaster from cracking or peeling. So, choose the right primer for your project, apply it properly, and you'll be well on your way to a beautiful, durable plastered finish.